Max Young-Goldberg will lead it off against Owen Borma here in the 4th inning. Mitchell Spelt's back with you on this Friday night from ISG Field. Got a pitcher's duel in the making once again, all tied at 0 in the 4th inning as Young-Goldberg, number 3 hitter for the Waterloo Bucks, will start it off. Lefty on lefty matchup. The only lefty in there for Ryan Gaynor's team today, as the first pitch is a bullseye slinged in there by Borma, 0-1. Stacking the right-handers today with the lefty on the mound. Second time the Bucks have seen Borma. 0-1 breaking ball, lifted the other way, foul. I think Berkey lost it off the bat, doesn't matter, it's well out of play. 0-2. Got the sun certainly playing a factor. You got Jacob Wilson wearing sunglasses. Matt Higgins, I believe, has sunglasses out there in left field. Berkey's going without him, but he might be a little bit more okay playing in the shadows. 0-2 pitch, down and away. Well spotted, though, as he works across the plate. That deception can be a big part of Owen Borma's game on the mound. That 3/4 lefty delivery, a little tougher to pick up out of the hand. As he works from the windup. And he missed low. Took a little off. It's 2-2. Hides the baseball very well, and that is a very important part of being a good pitcher. Not showing what you're going to throw him. Hide the grip, hide the ball until the very last second. Don't want to tip off to the hitters what you're throwing to them. 2-2 pitch is just a bit inside. Garrett was about ready to snap that down to third, but he just missed the inside corner. And the count fills up to Max Young-Goldberg, the all-star outfielder for the Waterloo Bucks from San Diego University. As Borma comes ready, the 3-2 pitch is down low. Max Young-Goldberg has his second walk drawn of the ball game. A third offered by Borma, and like last inning, now he'll look for a double play ball. Got one off Josh Kasevich to end the third. And now he gets a tough hitter in Jackson Lyon to the plate. And you can tell out there, Owen Borma is working with a different kind of energy and intensity. The way he's spying his pitches, the way he's moving. As the first pitch to Lyon's a little outside, belled high. And this is just his second home start. It's something he's been relishing to get. The one home start he did get were under circumstances no pitcher wants, having to throw through rain through 4 innings where he just couldn't grip the baseball as effectively as he misses outside. 2-0. That curveball is a big pitch, but when you have rain coming down, the ball is soaked. It's tough to flip that wrist and get the spin on the ball that you want, but now you have perfect weather. You couldn't ask for anything better for a game in late July. And a guy who's showing off the skills early on here today. 2-0 pitch in the dirt, scooped up by Austin Garrett, 3-0. Borma's a guy who's a tremendous athlete, though. From Northwestern St. Paul, he was the pitcher of the year in the UMAC conference this past year. Had phenomenal numbers pitching. And on days he didn't throw, he got regular starts out in center field. Could swing the bat a little bit. 3-0. That is down and in, back-to-back walks, and the Bucks are in business here in the top of the 4th. A full count walk to Max Young-Goldberg, and now a 4-pitch one to Jackson Lyon. Puts 2 on with nobody out for Johnny Tincher. And I'll bring Jared Morton out to the mound to talk with him. First mound visit for the MoonDog pitching coach tonight. That's the one thing for Borma. He's a very good pitcher, but sometimes that walk number can get up there a little for him. Don't want to help out the opposition. But the raw talent, raw skills for the big lefty are certainly there. As the whole mound meets up, or the whole infield meets at the mound. And talking about Borma being a good athlete, plays center field a little bit for Northwestern St. Paul. He actually plays basketball too. Averaged about 7.5 points per game. A very good two-sport athlete with basketball and baseball coming into college, and was able to play both this past season. Regular player on the basketball team, as well as the top pitcher in all the conferences last year. Pitchers are athletes too. That'll be the first mound visit as Travis Roberson will mark it down. Austin Garrett continues to talk to him. One final word as Roberson comes back out to the mound. Just trying to tell him to trust his stuff. As AG comes back to the catcher's box, it'll be Johnny Tincher who has the only Waterloo hit in the game coming up. MoonDogs again in a spot where they'd love to turn a double play here. At the very minimum, maybe get the guy at the plate, see if he can prevent the lead runner, young Goldberg, and go into third. Waterloo trying to get out of here with a sweep, and what would be a fantastic road trip for them. Went to Bismarck, won 4 in a row. Came here yesterday, and now are trying to sweep Mankato out of their own ballpark. Only one team has swept the MoonDogs at ISG Field. That was Eau Claire. MoonDogs returned that favor the last time they faced them, though. They won the last 2 games they played here a week ago. Team that's still very healthy in terms of winning games here at their home ballpark. First pitch, Bender. That's a strike. Good start for Borma against Tincher. MoonDogs at home this year are 21-6. They were 15-1 in the first half. They have taken a few more losses here in the second half, and it's going to be very tough to replicate that first half record into the second half, but they still win a lot of games here. A 1 pitch off the end of the bat, foul ball. Baeza charging back after it, and he will run out of room. It deflects off the fencing. Just off the base of it, nonetheless, it's 0-2 to Johnny Tincher. The 2 best home teams in all the Northwoods League are the Mankato MoonDogs and the St. Cloud Rocks. In terms of winning percentage, the Rocks have passed Mankato. That's where that home field advantage could be very key come postseason time. As of now, if the standings hold, these 2 teams, Mankato and St. Cloud, would meet in a 3-game set, with St. Cloud getting 2 of the home games. But Mankato has won twice at the Rock Pile. They are 2-2 there. They won the season series with the Rocks 5-3. Mankato definitely not a lock for the postseason yet, but the cards are in their favor. St. Cloud's already going to be there, and they're trending towards getting home field for the entire postseason for as long as they stay in it. 0-2 pitches away, 1-2. The same could be said for Mankato, where they're at in the standings as well. They're the second best team overall. 4 games back of St. Cloud in the second half, 4.5 overall. The 2 teams closest to them in the Great Lakes would be Kokomo, who's 35-22. 1-2 pitches up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kokomo's a game back in the win column, 4 in the loss, so that would give them a 2.5 game disadvantage behind Mankato. Fond du Lac is currently a game and a half back of Mankato. They're 36-21. They are already in the postseason, winning the Lakes West in the first half, as that is a jam shot foul the other way. A muscled swing by Tincher, 2-2. Kokomo's trying to earn their playoff spot, but they are looking very good right now. They have the best overall record in the Great Lakes East. Traverse City won the first half, but Kokomo right now is 2 games up on the Pit Spitters. The next closest team that hasn't clinched is Kenosha, who's 4 back. 2-2 pitch is down low, and it's full to Tincher, and a big pitch is coming up for Borma. And of course, this Waterloo team is already in. They are in the neighborhood of Mankato the way they've been playing. Got a slow start, but they're still hanging around, 33-21. They are 3 back of Mankato in the overall mark. 3-2 pitch. He popped him up behind home. That'll get out of play. And Tincher will see another pitch. This is a big at-bat for the lefty Owen Borma right here. If you lose Tincher, you load up the bases with nobody out, and that is always a tough tightrope to climb or to get off of. Double play depth for the middle infield. 3-2 pitch, a breaking ball missed. 3 consecutive walks drawn by the Bucks here in the 4th inning, and they have their best threat. Now a chance to take the lead. As young Goldberg moves to third, line to second, Tincher now at first base. And it'll now be Mike Campagna. Bullpen's quiet right now for Mankato, and rightfully so, the way Borma has thrown through the first 3 innings. Pitch count in this inning not bad. It's at 18 pitches. He's at 51 overall for the game. And Borma's a guy that's easy to stretch out. He's a natural starter. Comes in with that longevity built in. As the first pitch breaking ball is a little up and away. Not a bad spot though, 1-0. And the Bucks have a chance for a crooked number as they look for the lead here in the 4th inning. Borma trying to work out of a big jam. Gotta go one batter at a time. The 1-0. That one's a knee-high strike. He evens it up at 1-1. The corners have moved in for Mankato. Baez is even with the bag at first, well off it. Berkey a step or two behind third. Middle of the infield still looking for a double play. The MoonDogs will gladly trade a run for 2 outs here. Break-even pitch. Campagna towards second. This should get a run home. Boyd goes to second out there, and that will be the only play that they'll get. As they'll get the fielder's choice. It's an RBI for Campagna, and it's 1-0 Waterloo. Considering that pulled Boyd a little bit away from second, that was going to be a tough turn, but they do get an out somewhere as Wilson just able to get a toe on the bag. Good base running all around by the Bucks as Campagna is on with the fielder's choice. 1 out in the inning as Max Young Goldberg scores. So now runners on the corners for Luke Fenley. If Borma can get through this inning with just the 1 run across, that would be a major victory for him and the MoonDogs. Got to score runs to win anyway. So 1 run ain't going to kill you. Lefty righty matchup. First pitch to Fenley is on the inside corner. 0-1. At the bottom of the order up for the Bucks. They have 1 run on the board without a hit this inning. 3 walks and a fielder's choice. Middle infield still looking for the double play as Fenley takes a breaking ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trying to overcome what could be a big inning. Mentioned at the top of the broadcast, last time Borma faced Waterloo, they scored 5 times on him in the first 2 innings, and you're thinking immediately, short start, but Borma still put together 7 really good innings as the pitch is outside with a fastball. 2-1. Now really helped him as the MoonDogs answered the call. They scored a lot of runs themselves in the next few innings after the Bucks took an early lead, and that really helped him settle in and go deep. As that's a bouncing ball, third base side behind the bag foul. And it's 2-2 to the 7-hitter, Luke Fenley, third baseman for Waterloo. There's nothing that's more of a best friend to a pitcher than run support. When you give them a lead, they try to work the strike zone a little bit more, pitch to contact. Take a little off finesse-wise. 2-2. Fenley goes down. Tied him up with a breaking ball, and there are 2 away. Well-placed pitch by the lefty, Owen Borma. That's the go-to pitch for the lefty. That breaking ball, all reliable, and there are 2 away for Jacob Rulli. Second time he struck out Fenley. 4 strikeouts in total for Borma. 26 pitches for the inning. Trying to get through this inning with just 1 run across as Fenley swings away first pitch and puts a charge into one to right, but Carson Yates will have a play, and that'll end the inning. Bucks score 1, but certainly could have been more as Borma gets the next 3 after the first 3 reached. Middle of the order coming up for the MoonDogs, trying to answer the run back on the Northwoods League Baseball Network.